High grade MSA-003. We are talking about the Nemo, guys, and I'm not talking about the cute little fish that lost his dad along the way. Let's take a look at this Zeta throwback. What's going on, guys? Dad like Gunpla. Today I'm bringing you the MSA-003 Nemo AUG mass-produced mobile suit. This is obviously a 1/44 scale, high grade. It is developed or made in 2013, so we're looking at a little older kit. Actually 10 years now. It's crazy to think that 2013 was that far away. But if you can see the box here, some nice art, some nice detail for the high grade. A little bit of articulation is displayed on here. We'll get into that a little bit later in the show. But as we take a look, this is a Universal Century kit number 150 in the line. And man, I'm excited to get into this kit. I love these suits, man. I love the grunt suits, Federation style-ish. I know this is AUG, obviously. As you're taking a look at the runners, you can see there's some nice green in there, nice blue. Definitely pops. And I mean, it's so good. Not a ton of runners to be expected with a high grade of this size, especially a grunt suit. As we take a look, you can see there's a nice display of all the different suits that is from the Zeta series. And I mean, there's a nice design. The Zeta is, I personally liked a lot of the Zeta designs, you know, until you start to get to the advanced of Zetas, and it gets a little too crazy for me. But the original Zeta series, phenomenal designs, guys. And this kit lives up to that same setup too. And take a look at runner A1 here, guys. It's a nice dark blue, deep blue. Expect a little bit of nub markings on those, as Bandai has been known. A nice green for the B1, a green again for B2. Just a layout, mostly the arms, you know, the main chest and legs, torso are blue. Inner frame, a little bit of inner frame, mainly around the joints. Is that nice gray, and of course the weapons as well. That was C1. This is C2 and is also more gray, just the duplicates. As you can see here, it's kind of hodgepodge of various things. You get a couple of different sets of hands, nice green color. Of course, those dreaded polycaps that we all dislike, and I can't talk right now, polycaps. A lot of color correcting stickers, and we'll get to that a little bit later. Here is the finished product. Looks really good. The only thing I did with this kit was panel line it. And then of course I applied the decal stickers. I try to keep this straight out of the box for the review. You know, respect for you guys, and try to hopefully help you guys figure out if this is a kit that you might want to purchase or not. For me personally, I enjoyed the kit. It was a solid kit all the ways around. Let's dive into the accessories. There is open hands that's on the model. You have some holding hands, closed fisty hands, and then also a trigger finger. You got two beam sabers and hilts that stow away on the back of the butt flap, a beam rifle, and then actually that nice dark blue shield. A little bit closer look at the beam saber. It is a beautiful green, solid kit. I had a little bit of issue with this beam saber too. I'm thinking right around where it sits in, it kind of broke on me. It happened with my previous kit, so I'm wondering if it's something I'm doing, but I will make note of that. And then right here, just attachment. You can see as right there is the attachment on the arm. There's a couple of different ways of actually putting it on the arm. There's a small square peg that it kind of fits into. And then a bit closer, a little bit of adjustment on the front handle of that beam rifle. You see that red decal on front of the scope. That's kind of standard for pretty much all high grades. But you can see that you can move that around. A total of like 4 pieces overall. You know, the standard high grade beam rifle. So then let's get into the actual articulation of the kit. Starting with the head, a little bit side to side motion. You can spin it all the ways around, doesn't get caught up. And a little bit of that giggity motion as well. Not too much in there, but it's solid. Nice arm raise. That shoulder flap there, the shoulder cover extension, does have a little bit of adjustment in it, so you can make some room for that higher raise. And then with that, you'll see right here a little bit, obviously doesn't come out too far, but kind of tucks back in a little bit. A single bend at the elbow, then a rotation right there at the upper bicep as well. Standard again for like the Zeta style kits. And then the hand on the ball joint, that is the open hands I was talking about that wasn't pictured with the rest. Solid. There is an adjustment where the shoulder actually comes out. You can see right there in the torso, there's not much front or back ab crunch. You can spin it all the ways around there. That piece right there, right below the chest, is actually a separate piece that sits on a ball joint and it sits down into it. The front flaps do go all the ways up. They're very bulky, very boxy, so it's kind of not an adjustment. The sides there, they're pretty tight. They do have a little bit of move on those side skirts, but they're very tight in that spot. And the leg extension goes all the ways up nicely. A single bend at the knee, so you are limited on what all you can do. However, it bends backwards nicely, and you'll see right there at the top of the leg, there's actually a separate rotation. It's solid, you know, not too bad. At least allows for articulation, a little bit of different posing. And then right there you can see solid leg split for as being boxy as a skirt is. Not too bad at all. And then you get into it, you can see a single ball joint, but it also has a little bit of motion on the actual inner frame there. You can see a little bit side to side that helps with that as well. A little rotation, it goes all the ways around. If you guys have a need to put the foot backwards, I don't know why you would, but it's there as an option, you know. And then on the back, these thrusters, even though they do not look like it, there is a little bit of play with those, the way they're set up. It's kind of a ball joint peg and not a ton of room, but you can move it, you know, so there's that. I'll point out a couple of things there. You can see the red that I'm showing on the legs, and then I was showing on the shoulders as well. Those are all color correcting stickers, guys. Unfortunately, a lot of them. I know on the vents on the shoulders, and the same with back here, those are actually 5 total stickers. There's 1 for each side, and then the actual vents themselves is different stickers. So there is a lot of color correcting with those vents on the shoulders and the back of the legs, and a lot of space taken up with that. Overall, guys, this is the complete thing straight out of the package with everything, not everything obviously on it, but with the standard beam rifle and shield. It's a solid kit. I really enjoyed it. I like the unique color scheme. You know, there is a little bit to be left with some articulation, but that's okay. I do like the fact that it comes with an additional set of hands that are closed fist, and those are multiple pieces, by the way, guys. They're like, I think it's a total of 3. You have the back of the hand, the actual fist fingers, and then the thumb. So on the action base, it definitely draws some attention there. Right there on the back side of the, you can see where those saber hilts are actually put into the back of the kit there. They slide in. That has a tendency to pop off if you push them a little too far. Kind of you know, just to be aware of. It doesn't really downgrade the kit to me at all by any means, but it does have a tendency to pop off if you slide the beam sabers in just a hair past what it likes. Just a little, you know, a little fickle. Not too bad though, guys. A nice pro about this kit again is that unique green. It actually brings out some nice shelf presence. It's a very durable kit. I will mention the legs are a little loose, especially right around there where that attachment to the upper gray section is from the green. You know, they just don't have that perfect, like, they're still sturdy, but they're not like just rock solid. So the shield is nice 2-3 pieces total. This is a very simple kit. There's not much in the box, but the way it comes together is very nice. Again, like I said, I only panel lined it, so you can already see the details popping with just the straight black. I don't think I've ever actually clarified. I typically use the Tamiya panel line, so if anyone ever wants to know, that is what I use, and then I use that the actual thinner to clean it up as well, just for reference. As far as the cleanup goes on this kit, it blends well. You do have a little bit of nub markings in that dark blue, as I referenced a little earlier. I was able to clean it up with my razor though. It looks solid. You don't see it obviously in the display at all. I absolutely love the fisticuff. The fist hands, I say fisticuff all the time, and anytime I get these hands, I gotta make the put your dukes up pose, just what it is. Solid posing, great shelf presence for this kit all the ways around. The decal stickers is kind of a bummer, but that's okay. It's kind of what it is expected for a cheaper, high-grade kit. I wish they could have molded something a little bit better for that. So if you guys are painters, definitely change that. It'll be much better for you. The antenna on top is actually very solid too. I didn't feel like I'm gonna break it like the Haikishiki. So guys, this is an amazing kit. Highly recommend it. For the money, for the bang for your buck, it's a great buy. There's not much with it. It's a very simple build, straightforward, nice cleanup, but add some dynamic posing for you being as boxy as it is. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell too. It really helps me out in so many ways. It helps this channel grow and lets me know exactly what I think and enjoy, guys. Until next time, this is Dad Life Gunpla. Love.